All right, so I've got this same question 3 or 4 times now, and it is, how can I get involved in skilled services? It seems like most of the services out there, there's a steep learning curve. You need some skill, you need some experience. How could I possibly start offering a service in that space? So I'll say that first of all, the majority of businesses out there don't have a steep learning curve. So if you're worried about learning, you can always start with a job that you can learn with maybe an hour's practice, watching a couple YouTube videos and renting some cheap equipment. So looking at the list of businesses that I love on sweatystartup.com, I'd say over half of them you could do with 1 day's practice, a few YouTube videos and some cheap tools. So obviously you'll get faster and more efficient over time, but that's part of anything. But let's talk about the businesses where you actually do need to learn how to do it. I every business requires some investment. Most businesses, it's money, right? You want to start a waste management company, you need a $240,000 truck. You want to start a construction company, you need to, or a development company, you need to buy real estate, you need to invest in the materials, you need to spend money to make money. On the other side of the coin, there's time investment. Okay, so there's money and there's time. You can invest money to try to get more money than what you invested, or you can invest time to try to make yourself more skilled, more specialized, and make money. So every single business has one of those two things. Look at these skilled businesses as time investments. Okay, so the investment in these skilled areas is geared much more towards time than money. It comes down to looking at it, how much time is required, how valuable is this skill, how much money can I make with this skill, and is it worth it? Consider all the factors, and is it worth the time invested? Can I get a good return on investment on my time? So the good thing about this space is that you don't have to go all in right now. You can get a part-time job working in any of these spaces with a couple phone calls. These contractors and people who do this skilled labor are so short on employees that if you're a warm body and you're willing to show up, they'll hire you to work some evenings, some weekends. You can get out, you can test it, and if you do end up wanting to learn it, you can work it and get paid while you're working it, while you learn the business, learn the service, and so on. So let's talk about a few examples of this. On one side of the coin, we have the low skilled services, the lawn care, the cleaning, the pressure washing, the painting, the mobile car detailing. This stuff, you got a little bit of cheap equipment, a couple hours of practice, and you can do it. You can get out and you can sell it. But on the other end of the coin, on the other side of the coin here, we have the specialized skilled services. Arguably, there's some better options here, so let's talk about some of those. One that I love is specialized carpentry. I just moved and bought a house, and like most people, there were a few things that I wanted to either upgrade or change about my house. One was building out my walk-in closet, a little 6x10 room. I got a quote from two companies, California Closets, Inspired Closets. So they set up some stuff, they came and saw me. First of all, it was about a 2-week lead time for them to even come out and meet me. They're both so busy, they got so much work that they can hardly even quote all the jobs out there. They came back with baseline packages. The most affordable was $3,500. The other one was almost $4,000. Neither of them were willing to negotiate the price. I looked at the package that they were offering. It was maybe $500 worth of materials from Home Depot or Lowe's. And we're talking about 10 or 20 hours to possibly build out my closet. So some basic math here, we're talking $150 to $300 an hour is what they're getting for their service to build this stuff out. That's attorney billable hour status, okay? So that's a huge opportunity if you're willing to learn how to do this. So like anybody else, I went on YouTube and I said, all right, maybe I'll just try to do this myself. There's 100 videos to show you how to build out a closet, okay? It's not overly complicated. Yeah, it takes some practice, but right there, an opportunity. Same thing with my basement. I want to build a bar in my basement. I don't know how to build a bar. My contractor can't build a bar. I can't find anybody who specializes in building a bar. There's one company that has a website over in Atlanta, an hour and a half away, and $10,000 base price to get a bar built, right? So there are so many other areas of custom carpentry that you could specialize in as well. Wine cellar building, sound room construction, home saunas, home steam rooms. People are getting gun safes built into walls. I mean, you name it, there's some people out there looking for it, and they're willing to pay big bucks for someone to do it. Another one that I love is videography. So there's a steep learning curve, you need some equipment, I get that, but the opportunities are endless. It's growing so fast. So many people are starting to hire out video for every single important life event. Not only weddings, but childbirth, family reunions, graduations. Wealthy people are paying to get recruiting videos created so that their kids are more likely to get athletic scholarships. It's getting absurd. On the other side, companies are starting to promote their services like crazy. Every single service business in America would greatly benefit from a promotional video on their YouTube and on their website. Companies are hiring out, companies that are selling real estate are getting videos created to try to sell the house. A video tour might cost $5,000, but when you're selling a $5 million house, that could add 5 or 10% to the value. That creates some huge value. The video is right there. So same thing with vacation resorts. They want to promote their skiing, their beaches. Restaurants need videos to promote their dining experience. Hotels, theme parks, you name it, and a video is key. Go a step further and become a certified drone pilot, and you've written your ticket. You can charge whatever you want, okay? So, let's talk. We couldn't leave this without talking about a trade. One that I really like is an electrician. An electrician, it doesn't destroy your body as much as, say, a mason or a roofer, and you're mostly dealing with new construction, so you're not getting the calls in the middle of the night like plumbers. But, if you go to school and get the apprenticeship program done and you become a certified electrician, yeah, you've invested a couple years of your life, but you have job security forever. You'll never run out of work, and you can make a minimum of $40 an hour in any city in the country, oftentimes more. So Americans are simply not going into the trades right now. So there's a massive demand and such a small supply of people in this space. Great investment, right? The competition's weak, and you can dominate if you start your own business in these areas. Most of the people who actually are business owners are simply business owners because they ended up deciding to go out on their own, and their goal is to make a job. Their goal is to not scale a company or to get out of their comfort zone and get this stuff done by employees. So the bottom line is that any of these skilled services, yes, it is a time investment. I'm not saying that there's a shortcut to get good at offering one of these services. But if you're willing to make that time investment, you can get a great return on it. So when you analyze the market, when you think about these things, at least consider the possibility of spending some time, investing some time, learning a skilled position. You can go out and you can work, you can get paid while you're doing this stuff, but it could be a really great opportunity for you.